All right. Working on some standing poses. Let's start standing position. Take a few moments. Get into good standing posture. Maybe a small gap between the feet. Scan your body. Stretch the soles of your feet. Feeling stable, feeling grounded. Knees straight. Back in its natural arch. Shoulders back. Next inhale, stretch the body up a little bit, keeping the spine neutral, back straight. Exhale, push yourself down just a little bit, feeling more grounded. And then just for a few, close your eyes. And then just scan your breath. See if you want to slow it down. Lean forward slightly, gain some more awareness on the front side. Back into the center. Lean back slightly. Back into the center. To the right. More awareness on the right side. Back into the center. And then same thing on the left. Back into the center. All right, open your eyes. Let's start with some stretches. So the first stretch, we'll do some lateral stretches. So spread your feet wider than hip width apart. We're going to work on a warrior sequence. So some spinal twists will help. Hands close to your heart center, palms facing down, and then stretch to the right. Open the right side, back to the center, then to the left. Keep going. Twisting your spine, stretching your arms, shoulders. Let's do two more on each side. One more. And then release, bring your feet together. Do some ankle stretches next. So maybe a small gap between the feet. We're going to go up on the balls of our feet or toes and balance ourselves or try to. So as you inhale, go up, toes, balls of the feet, stretching your ankles, your knees. Exhale, back down. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, back down. Now let's see if you can add our arm movements. So as you inhale, stretch, and then take your hands above your head. Exhale, back down. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, back down. Two more. One more. And then back to the center. All right. Next practice, we'll do some arm circles. Stretching your arms in front, switching, going the other way. One more on each side, in each direction. And release and relax. Last stretch, some lateral stretches, or actually two more. So bending to the left side and then to the right. Work on the lateral half wheel pose as well. Keep bending side to side. One more on each side, to the left, to the right, and then release and relax. Last practice, knee rotations, help with the warrior sequence. Bend your knees, palms on your knee joints, and then turn your knees, starting clockwise or anti-clockwise, loosening the knee joints. Two more. And then switch, go the other way. One more. And then release and relax. All right. Start with the warrior sequence, then we'll work on the side half wheel pose, and then work towards tree pose as our last pose, peak pose for the class. So the warrior sequence to begin with, spread your feet wider than hip width apart again. Do it step by step. Turn the left foot about 90 degrees, turning outside. Right foot slightly inside, might make it easier to balance. And then bend the left knee, stretch the right foot back as much as is comfortable. And then hands by your side into warrior two. Stay here, breathe. Try to keep your body in one single plane. Maybe pull in your right hip slightly, push out the left hip. See if your body feels like it's in one plane. Don't overextend your left knee. Pull it back slightly if you feel too much strain. Breathe. And then next, we'll go into warrior one. So now turn to the left side, hands above your head. So your hips, your torso is perpendicular to your legs. Breathe. Feel the twist in the spine, rather the hips. And then next, add a spinal twist, warrior three. So right elbow on top of the left knee or slightly outside. The left elbow goes up. Look to the left side towards your left elbow if you can, into warrior three. Breathe. Feel the twist in the spine. Feel the stretch, the right hamstring. Two more breaths if you can. And then as you exhale, unwind, support your legs and bring your feet together. All right. Same thing on the other side. Quick break. See what's happening inside your body. Notice your breath. And then let's repeat the sequence on the other side. So spread your feet again. This time turn the right foot outside about 90 degrees. Left foot inside just a bit. And then bend the right knee. Stretch the left leg back. Hands by your side. Warrior two on the other side. And try to keep your body in one single plane. Pull in the left hip. Push out the right hip slightly if you need to. Hands by your side. Feel the stretch in your left leg, left hamstring. Check your right knee. Don't overextend it. Pull it back slightly if you have to. One more breath. And then warrior one. Turn to the right side. Hands above your head. Hips, torso, perpendicular to the legs. Breathe. Hands can be joined on top or just parallel to each other. One more breath. And then warrior three, adding a spinal twist. So left elbow on top of the right knee or slightly outside. The right elbow goes up. Turn to the right side. Look at your right elbow. The final pose. Breathe. Couple more breaths if you can. And then as you exhale, taking the support of both your hands, bring your feet together. All right. Relaxed standing pose, quick break. Feet hip width apart, hands by your side. Catch your breath. Feel the lingering activation inside of both the legs, hamstrings, hips, twist in the spine. Some activation in the arms, shoulders. Scan your body, being fully aware of what's happening. And then feet together. Next pose, side half wheel, lateral half wheel pose, feet close together. Right hand parallel to the ground, palm facing down. Turn the right palm to face up. And then the right hand pointing up. Stretch the right arm up, the right bicep close to the right ear. And then bend to the left side. Left hand just slides down outside of the left knee. And then breathe. Try to keep the right elbow as straight as you can. If you have to bend it slightly, that's fine. Try to keep it as straight as possible. And again, check and make sure you're in one single plane. Body is not leaning forward, backward. One single plane, just bend to the left. Noticing the stretch on the right side through the right hip, back, right shoulder, elbow. Breathe. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, straighten your back, lower your right hand. Notice if you feel any activation in the right hand, right palm. Same thing on the left side now, left hand, parallel to the ground, turn the left palm up, left hand pointing up, left bicep close to the left ear, and then bend to the right side. Bend to the right as much as you can, and then breathe. Don't hold your breath. Check your posture now. Left elbow straight as much as possible. Body in one single plane. Feeling the stretch. Left hip up the spine, up the side of the back. Left shoulder, elbow, arm. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you exhale, lower your left hand. Quick break. Relax standing pose. Feet hip width apart, hands by your side. Feel the lingering activation on the left side, left palm, left elbow, left shoulder. Yeah, shake out your arms, do what you need to do. And then tree pose. So get close to a wall or something for support if you need to. Start with balancing on the left leg first. Couple of different options. Slightly easier option, toes up the right foot, making contact with the mat. So the right foot is close enough to the ground that you can quickly ground yourself if you feel like you're losing balance. And you can just stay there. Hands can be by your side, joined in front of your heart center, or classical pose above your head. See where you feel most balance. Again, get some support if you need to, so you're not worrying about losing balance. And then if you want to go further, right foot against the inside of the left ankle, or all the way up, closer to the classical tree pose, against the inside of the left thigh. And then see if you can balance yourself. Fix your gaze on a point in front of you. Need to focus. Really difficult to do this if you can't focus. Do what you need to do. If it's too much on the left leg, release, catch a break. And then if you are able to, now check your right knee. So I'll turn. So what you want to do is you want to have your right knee sort of out to the side, not to the front or to the back. So see if you can pull your right knee slightly behind if it's sort of pointing to the front. Breathe. And then as you exhale, ground the right leg, big break. Repeat that on the other side. Try it again if you need to. Otherwise, let's move on. So now balancing on the right leg, bring the feet together. Toes up the left foot making contact with the mat, pressed against the right heel, and you can just stay there if you want. Again, hands can be wherever they feel good, to the side or above your head. And then left foot can go further up if you're comfortable doing so, against the right ankle. Just don't press on the knee joint, either the hamstring or the ankle. And then breathe. Focus. Now check your left leg, pull it back slightly so it's not pointing forwards or backwards, to the side. Breathe. Feel your right leg supporting your body, right foot. Couple more breaths if you can. And then as you exhale, release left foot on the mat. Quick break. Hands by your side. Close your eyes. Catch your breath. And just scan. See the lingering activation. Both the legs. Balancing the body one at a time. And then open your eyes. All right, let's move on. Some breath work. Back onto the mat. Get some water if you need to. We'll start with the bellows breathing, Kapalbhati. Then work on a cooling pranayam. So this is passive inhale, active exhale. Need some focus again. We'll start with a shorter first round as always. So what we're going to do is make fist with both the palms, hands close to your stomach, knuckles touching each other. Inhale is passive, and as you exhale, the active exhale, pull in your stomach. Need some getting used to. Close your eyes. And then when you're ready, begin. Go at a pace that feels normal, that feels comfortable. There's no right or wrong pace. Couple more strokes if you're still going. Let's stop this round. Keep your eyes closed. Observe. See what you need to change in the next round. Visualize the practice. Passive inhale, the inhale almost happens on its own. Focuses on the exhale, pulling in the stomach. Then open your eyes. Next round, I'm going to sit on my heels in Vajrasan. Makes it easier for me. You can do that if you're comfortable doing so. If not, stay as you are. And let's begin. Go a little bit longer, maybe 40, 50 strokes or whatever you feel like doing. Keep your eyes closed when you're done and just see what's happening to your breath after you stop the practice. Close your eyes and let's begin. I'll let you finish if you're still going. And then when you're done, release your hands, keep your eyes closed, observe. You might notice that your breath just pauses on its own for a few seconds after you stop the practice. Can be a peaceful state. Nevertheless, just notice, see how the practice felt, and open your eyes. All right, one more round if you're up to it. Otherwise, you can skip, do something else. If you're up to it, one more round. Begin when you're ready. Go at your own pace as long as you want. Stay with your eyes closed when you're done. Consider it to be an energizing practice, so it's a good one to focus on. Important to do this after or before you eat, rather. Easier to do it if the stomach is empty. And then open your eyes. All right, move on. Do a cooling pranayam, Shitkari pranayam. So for this practice, we're going to roll our tongue upwards. We've done this before. And then breathe through the open mouth, close the mouth, and exhale through the nose. Fold the tongue upwards, rest it between the top and the bottom rows of the teeth. Close your eyes. See how you feel. If you feel the cooling sensation, if it feels good. Otherwise, you can skip, do something else. Roll the tongue upwards. Breathe in through the mouth. Close the mouth, exhale through the nose. Another 6 to 8 breaths. Take your time, don't have to rush. One more. Let's stop this round. Keep your eyes closed when you're done. Observe, see how you feel. And then one more round, another 8 to 10 breaths. Same practice. Roll your tongue upwards. Breathe in through the mouth. Breathe out through the nose. One more if you're still going. Let's start this round. Keep your eyes closed. And then let's continue with the rest of the practice. So we'll try to bring our awareness more acutely, more keenly on each of our five senses, what's around us, becoming more aware, accepting what's around us, and then slowly try to turn our attention inwards, not being distracted by what's happening around us. Starting with a sense of sight, just notice your eyes, eyelids closed. Don't press them too hard, just gently closed. Relax the eyes. Next, our sense of hearing, just becoming more aware of any sounds around you other than my voice. I hear the fan, I've got the fan going in my room. Just noticing any other sounds, hopefully nothing too distracting. Just becoming more aware. And then moving on, our sense of smell, becoming more aware of the nose, any smells around us. Our sense of taste, just noticing, becoming more aware. Tongue, taste of your own mouth, any aftertaste from water, anything you might have had for a drink. And last but not least, sense of touch, feeling the body on the mat, on the ground, making any adjustments along the way, release any tension. More aware of the hands, palms resting on the knees, thighs. Noticing the air on the skin, the exposed skin, the face, arms, feet. Just becoming more aware. And then turning our awareness inside, either trying to bring your attention at your heart center or at your third eye center in between your eyebrows, called as the third eye center. And then just try to lock your awareness either at the heart center or in between your eyebrows. Try to focus. The Ashtanga Yoga philosophy, after the sense awareness, the sense quietening practice called Pratyahara. Next step is what's called Dhyana, translated as concentration, which we all know, trying to focus. Still active practice. We try to keep our mind focused on something. You can add an image or an object to focus on, something that's peaceful, that's neutral, not distracting, allowing your mind to settle. And then extended concentration, when it becomes effortless, when it becomes passive, is how you can think of meditation, called Dhyana in Sanskrit. Effortless, passive, cannot be forced. Try to create the conditions, just like we try to create the conditions to fall asleep, but can't force us to fall asleep. Same thing, we create the conditions for the mind to settle, and then just turn it inwards. Detach from what's around us, what our sense objects are picking up, thoughts, distractions. Start to focus, you can make it more active, you can count your breath silently like we have done in some of classes, or you can observe the breath. Figuring out what works for us, particular day. And then let's work towards closing the class. Scan your body, become more aware. Scan your breath. Check in with your mind. Noticing any differences from when we started to now. Body, breath, mind. And then let's close by chanting one Om. So join your hands at your heart center. Inhale. Take your hands behind your back. Hold your right wrist with your left hand. As you inhale, lean back slightly. As you exhale, bend forward. Sense of complete surrender, gratitude to Mother Earth. Be grateful for everything we have. Stay there for a breath or two. Keep your shoulders, arms relaxed. And then as you inhale, come back up. Release your palms. Open your eyes. Namaste. Thanks for joining.